Okay, so, yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another video. Now today, we are going to do another explanation video. Now, so let's just get started because I know that you like these. So, a couple weeks ago recently, last time I explained about my weird friend, so... Yeah, so me and my friend were playing Kirby, and then Kirby. So we were playing Kirby, and he was battering me, and he hit me with the ball four times. I was okay with that because in Kirby, if you get hit with the ball, all your points get taken away. So that means he had 28 points and I had 0. So after that, I went. So a couple minutes past we were playing, we got bored, so we were playing with concrete. No, not the raw products that hasn't dried. I'm talking about like full on ripping off concrete from the ground and smashing it on the floor. You know when there's a on the path there's a there's a particular part where the concrete on the top of, so there's a thick layer of concrete and then like a dark grey thin layer of concrete. You know what? So basically, sometimes that concrete on top is loose, very loose. So it is that loose that sometimes you can pick it up and smash it. So my friends, so me and the boys were literally breaking, and we didn't realise until like 15 minutes later that there was a camera on the side of the flat, and we were like, oh shoot, there's a camera on the side of the flat, let's do it somewhere else. So we ended up doing it somewhere else. Every time when there was a car coming by, we had to literally hide. We were so nervous as well doing it, so we didn't realise that was there. We just had to run when we saw a car because we done that. And that also learnt me a lesson. If somebody's showing off on a motorbike, never say to them, show off. One, they might be a nutcase. 2, it's really bad. So basically, when we were doing this, a motorbike came by, and then I said, show off. And then Tyler said, go to your mum. So then he literally, here's what he did. For the thing, what he did is actually. So the person on the motorbike wasn't having that. So guess what the person on the motorbike done? He started going faster, braked, and turned around. He literally turned around. So luckily we were standing near a bush, and that bush is where people hide a lot. So he was turning around. We were like, oh no, we got to hide. So he went inside the bush, and next to that bush was a church. Now, it wasn't that big of a church, but it was still a decent church. And there was a hole, and somebody made a hole where we could go through. And there's a gap in between the bush and the church where there's no windows, and it's pretty much a alleyway. So we thought it's the only logical thing to do to go inside that alleyway because it's not breaking in. It's next to the property. Well, actually, it's next to the property. So we went next to the property, and that guy was literally revving so hard. He really wanted to find us. So he went around. Maybe he thought that we went around the block or something. So he went around. You don't say. 1 minute later, he comes around, but around the block. And then that's where we are. We were on the path, and there was no cars blocking us from view. So we were crossing the road. He was coming. We we were going the opposite way. So Tyler was going right and I was going left, and we were next to each other. So we hit into each other before we ran. And the person on the motorbike saw us. Shock went through our body. We were like, oh no! That was so close. So we kind of let the adrenaline fade away for a couple minutes. After the adrenaline faded away, well, not adrenaline, but like the fear faded away for at least like a couple minutes, we went back on the path where we can carry on doing the concrete. So we're like, yeah, we are fine now. Well, we're not exactly fine, but he isn't coming back. Otherwise, he would already be back in. Otherwise, he will already be back because these type of people are already back now, and it's been half an hour. We should have not hid for half an hour, and we should have just been more responsible and not said to that, and I should have not said to that guy that he was a show off, and Tyler should have not said that to him, that he's and Tyler should have not said go suck your mum, because otherwise we would have been able to go half an hour longer, because we would have been all the way outside. So when we carry on, we just realised that there was a camera by the corner, but luckily we were in the bush. But that camera can still see past my house, and my house is like 20 houses away from it, and the bush is 15. So when that happened, we were actually kind of scared for the camera, because it is kind of illegal to go inside that bush to hide in between the church and the alleyway, but not that much legal. So when that passed, we were scared, not only from the motorbike, because we don't want to get told off. So we just carry on doing the concrete thing, where the camera can't see us, and he comes around back again. But instead, it's not him, it is a different chill person, Tyler's friend, Dad. So we're going to Tyler's friend's dad, and after that, we put the fist next to him, but I was in like a fist bump, so he slows down, we both get to fist bump him, and rev the motorbike. So that was pretty good. So that learnt me a lesson to never, no matter what, if there's a person riding on a motorbike or in a car, because that also happened to me in a car where we said show off to a car, it just didn't have it and tried to get us. Never say show off to a person what's riding in the vehicle, especially motorbikes, because they can go outside and they can quickly get off and get you. So yeah, that's my video explaining my encounter where I almost got myself caught by a 30 to 40 year old, and I'll see you guys next video.